Storm alerts to your phone with the KY3 Storm Team app. KY3 and KSBR News starts now.
A threat targeting Glendale High School, the message circulating on social media, and the principal's response to parents. Plus,
U.S. forces taking control of a major ISIS stronghold in Syria, the latest victory for Allied forces in the city of Raqqa.
And saving money on books, the big sale happening today at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds.
Hey everybody, temps are a little bit warmer this morning, not by a huge margin, but up nonetheless. And in fact, we've even got 50 degrees up here in Rolla. It's the warm spot. And we've got a 43 in Salem, 47 at West Plains. Everybody is at least a little bit warmer. 49 now in Springfield, and same thing over here in Joplin. The cool spot this morning so far, Branson and up in Salem at 43. Day looks pretty good. We're going to see the same south breeze we have been seeing for the last couple of days. It'll gust around 20 miles an hour, but otherwise a whole lot of blue sky. We'll be, well, 46 at 8 o'clock, probably just a touch warmer than that based on our current. And then we're going to run uphill. We should end up somewhere in the mid 70s for our high temp today. May still warm up a little bit more before the week is out, and there's still a good shot at rain. I'll have all that for you in just a few minutes.
The Springfield High School is on alert this morning.
Glendale students and parents got text messages about a threat of violence made toward the school. Glendale's principal tweeted this statement. School police are currently investigating the threat regarding Glendale that was communicated via social media. The statement goes on to say, we intend to hold classes and will update parents, quote, if the situation warrants a change.
Poor air quality will keep some schools in California closed today.
Firefighters did gain more control overnight of those massive wildfires in Northern California. Here's Justin with an update.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, things are getting better, but that doesn't really mean they're good yet. First off, here's a look high above a new fire. I know it's the last thing Northern California needs right now, but this fire in Santa Cruz started as a house fire, then exploded into this wildfire, which forced the evacuation of 150 people here. Add this to the already 34,000 people who are still evacuated, the more than 5,700 buildings destroyed, and tragically the 41 people killed, and you have one of the worst disasters in state history. And more unbelievable stories and videos of survival coming out of these fires. Take a look at this. This is video from two roommates in California. They recorded this as they were trying to get out of their burning neighborhood. Again, incredible. As we told you, communications has been hampered because these fires have destroyed cell towers. So many people in this area, in this neighborhood, say they never got an emergency alert. But amazingly, as you watch this video, know that these two did get out safe. Good for them. And I have some other good news. This is the latest fire map from CAL FIRE. Here are the three main big fires north of San Francisco, and they are all now around 80% contained. But fire crews say they probably won't fully lift those evacuation orders until they are 100% contained. They say they don't want to have to evacuate anyone twice. In the next half hour, I'll tell you how a Missouri firefighter died helping to battle these blazes. But for now, back to you.
Thank you, Justin. U.S.-backed forces have taken complete control of the rebel-held capital in Syria.
Those forces are now removing landmines and clearing main roads in the city of Raqqa.
The black ISIS flag was replaced by the banner of U.S.-backed forces in the city of Raqqa, where ISIS filmed itself celebrating when it rolled into Raqqa 3 years ago. Today, the table was turned. U.S.-backed forces in the same spot. There was some public cheering too, but most people in this battered city are long gone. This was perhaps the most feared place on earth, with frequent public executions. And it was a base for ISIS to plot terrorist attacks, including intelligence services say on the Bataclan Theater in Paris and the Istanbul airport, as well as to hold and murder hostages, including American James Foley. The city was freed by mostly Kurdish forces, helped by U.S. Special Ops and coalition airstrikes. Now, with the loss of Raqqa and the Iraqi city of Mosul this summer, ISIS territory has shrunk from the size of Virginia to a few scattered areas.
ISIS still maintains an ability to launch smaller scale terrorist attacks. But I think their future as a large scale fighting force will largely end with the fall of Raqqa.
Analysts say ISIS remains dangerous, but it's now less effective without a safe haven.
A federal judge in Hawaii has temporarily blocked President Trump's latest travel ban. This version restricts various types of travelers from Chad, Iran, Libya, North Korea, Somalia, Syria, Yemen, and Venezuela. This is the third time Hawaii has blocked the president's travel restrictions from proceeding. The White House says the court order is flawed and, quote, undercuts the president's efforts to keep the American people safe.
Attorney General Jeff Sessions testifies before the Senate Judiciary Committee today. Democrats want to hear that Sessions will not interfere with the investigation into Russian meddling in the 2016 presidential election. Sessions denied that he talked to Russians about the election during his confirmation hearing, but the Attorney General later admitted that he met twice with a top Russian diplomat.
A federal judge has ordered the city of Flint, Michigan to choose a long-term source of drinking water by Monday. The governor's administration sued the city, forcing it to approve a 30-year deal with the Great Lakes Water Authority. The state says a long-term deal will keep Flint's water fund stable and reduce the need to raise rates. The mayor signed off on the deal, but the city council says it needs more time to study options.
We've almost reached our goal of replacing 6,000 pipes this year. Next year in 2018, we will continue the effort, working to replace another 6,000 pipes and another 6,000 the year after that.
Flint has been getting water from Great Lakes Water Authority since 2015, when corroded pipes exposed thousands of residents to high levels of lead.
Workers in Lexington, Kentucky started removing 2 Confederate statues from the city's downtown area overnight. Local leaders voted in August to move those statues. They've been standing for more than a century outside a former courthouse. The city says the statues will be moved to a private storage facility. They will likely be relocated at some point to a Lexington cemetery.
Now a KY3 traffic alert. Crews will close East Catalpa Street between Oak Grove and Arcadia Avenues starting at 7 o'clock this morning. They're doing some maintenance work. The part of Catalpa is near Cherry Street Baptist Church that will be at work there. It should reopen by 5 o'clock tonight. If you're looking for a good bargain on books, a big sale starts today at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds.
I already know. They have a big
You already
selection
have a stash over there?
James Bond books and comics.
But Jasmine Tell knows these aren't the only bargains. Jasmine.
Yeah, there's a huge variety inside behind me. Now, the past 2 days, volunteers have been working hard to get hundreds of books ready for the big sale starting this morning and for a good bargain. Now, the Friends of the Library have been preparing for this sale year-round, meeting once or twice a week, pricing the books and boxing them up for the sale. Aside from the property tax, which funds the Springfield Greene County Library District, it relies on proceeds from this sale to help with its projects and programs. In recent years, the Friends book sale has made more than $100,000, usually more than $120,000 each sale. Since the sale started back in 1985, the Friends have earned more than $3 million from its book sale.
Well, in addition to all of the nonfiction, bestsellers, sci-fi, fantasy, children's books, we have 80 banker's boxes full of genealogy materials that were donated to us. And then we have military DVDs. We have TV series on DVDs, lots of movies, final records, and audio books, puzzles and games for kids as well.
Now, the sale starts at 10 this morning and goes until the sale starts at 10 this morning, goes until 8 o'clock tonight. Now, make sure to bring cash or check, and if you can't make it today, the sale goes until Sunday. Live in Springfield, I'm Jasmine Dell.
An event today will focus on inclusion in the workplace. It's Employability Summit put on by the Missouri Career Center. The goal is to broaden the understanding of inclusion when it comes to hiring individuals with disabilities and also educate employers on which resources are available to them. Lexi Spivak will have more specifics on this event at the bottom of the hour. A big decision from the Trump administration on renewable fuel. Just ahead, the campaign promise on the line and the impact this decision could have on farmers across America.
Time now, 5:09. Looks like a clear overnight early morning on the KY3 tower there. Brandon's in next with the day temps could hit 80, and he's got a look at our